Two American rappers do it, bro.
Yeah, that's it.
They're jumping on the trend, fam. No, Northwest, East, we don't see that because East is East. Up to what you know.
I like East.
The most we're seeing is you know, Khamis and hoodie. Yeah. Worst case. If you go down them sides, bro.
I like East is the best area, man. Concept area.
Yeah, East, man. I like East, man.
You got my phone too?
I've got all your phones.
Alright, all my phones. Just keep holding it. Actually, see, it's quite silent.
Sadiq the Isa, you know what I'm trying to say. Sadiq the Honest. So I'm here, of course. King Libah, my guy. How are you?
What's up, brother? I'm good, man.
Yes?
Yeah.
Welcome, of course. No, it's your first time here.
Yeah.
I know you're trying to do a little bit of a, you know, a promo, like media run kind of thing. Like,
yeah, I'm right now in training camp. I'm MMA fight coming up in March 19th. It's gonna be a third MMA fight. Last two 2-0 right now. And I'm trying to fight someone who's I think 3-0 at the moment as well.
okay.
And yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Me and my boy Mohadin, he's also a Somali MMA fighter. He's gonna be on the card too. And we're trying to start the place out, man. Full of Malis. They're trying to tell everyone bring their flags.
I hear that.
Trying to see a blue sea when I look around, you know what I mean?
Come on. How can people stay in contact with you and stay up to what you're doing and stuff, of course, like your socials and all that kind of stuff, and tell them?
Kids, stay in contact with me through just Instagram, really. I try to reply to every DM. I think I do reply to every DM. So yes, DM me on King Libah, and maybe someone say, oh shit, you know, sometimes even training, I say, oh shit, I'm down. Let me try to scramble. When I scramble, so my back is taken.
Your back is taken.
And then you get choked out.
100%.
Bro, thankfully, like I learned that training, but you can't have that in fights.
Can't have that, right?
Yeah, man. The more he told me that, a beautiful thing, man. The more he told me, he said to me, I was always worried about takedowns, innit? And then he goes to me, Sabir, if you can defend the first two takedowns, you know how soul crushing that is for the other guy? He goes, yeah, just defend the first two. The other takedowns will not be as intense and as strong as the first two. Yeah, like, if I had to compare it to my field, if I, like for example, over the years, I fought a certain style, but if I don't develop, they don't want to take me anywhere in that cage because they think like, right, I'm dangerous everywhere. Yeah. So yes, you gotta keep improving, be versatile, try to take risks.
Yeah, recently I started doing yoga, man. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get more flexible. Yeah, I'm trying to add more head kicks in my game.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'm taking
How
risks,
is
man.
it? How is
Hey,
it?
I'm 2 lessons in, and I'm allowed to. These old ladies are beating my ass. Like, they just too good with it, man.
It's lovely having you guys. Make sure you lot watch out for their new song Shahwa that's coming out. Sabir's fight on the 26th of March, right?
19th now, I got taken a week earlier now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait.
So this guy's got
Gonna be there, inshallah.
You know what they're...
Yeah, coming true.
Inshallah, man.
Yeah, as a young person, you know, for me personally, I wasn't really good at many things. And I was smart academically. I was decent in most sports, but it wasn't anything where you could take me to the highest level. You know, I never had a skill that could be impressive to anyone. So, in a sense, I was just average. You know, I was just a young person that just around a kid basically, with nothing really going on. And once I developed the skill in martial arts, in big kickboxing, in boxing, and even in grappling, that was the first time in my life like I had an ability. It's like almost like a superpower. And I feel like you don't really see yourself as a normal kid no more. Almost, you know, or what Daniel used to say, like you're not a civilian, you know. Like what we are here, we're like superheroes in most people's eyes. So the fact that, you know, I had this ability, I want to keep working at this ability and making sure that I have something that others don't, and that is the skill to almost dismantle anyone that I feel like, you know, that I want to dismantle in that sense, and the ability of also being out there, being capable of being out there and performing, like me being different in that sense to others, that really influenced my decision to pursue the martial arts side of things.
Put it back.
I gotta take this off soon though. It's a new skill, innit? It's just clean on that.
Oh, I thought it was wiped it.
So you've got. Hey, wait. Did you just say say weight. Dude,
You don't look it.
there's only 1 kilo difference, so. But really, 1 kilo with these wet clothes, though. So how much you have to lose now? You got...
After training this morning, I was 63.6 like you.
Okay.
There's
Well, he's 64.7, you got 57, but you're 2.8.
when I wake up, it's 63 point.
You got about 7.5 to lose.
When do you start fighting weight?
Bro, listen, me, I'm a bad example for anyone to follow. My body is different.
Ask Jess, listen, I'll go to Buhi. Ask someone else, I'll go to Buhi.
Imran! He's asking me for like weight from you guys. Bro, tell him my body's different.
Yeah, I'm gonna like, this guy is fake, bro. He's fake, bro.
My body is different.
I don't know, you might be the same as well.
No, it's not, bro. I don't think so.
It's can't just be strict. Yeah, that's Sufyan, innit? I think you'll be alright, man.
But listen, okay, let me explain to you. When you start water loading, your weight is gonna go up during the day and that. Just trust the process. Just do it.
I'm gonna do exactly the same.
You know, each one of them have different styles of coaching or different styles of communicating with me. Daniel a lot more intense, a lot more shouting. Like if you're even a little bit out of it or just not concentrating, like his voice alone will just wake you up and then making sure, oh, I've got a job to do. Sifu, he's a lot more calmer. He just looks at you, he says a little instruction, and it's so simple and direct. It can be from the way your hips are positioned to where your hands should be, and then you just listen to that and you follow that instruction. There's nothing else to it, you know what I mean? Literally, what he tells you is gold, and you just gotta take it and do it. And it's something so simple, but it makes a big difference, especially in the fight where it's such a high pace going on and so much things going on, and you have that little calm voice telling you what exactly that needs to be done at that moment. In CK, he's someone that knows me on probably more on a personal level, like someone I go out to eat with a lot, someone I share secrets with, like struggles with, and that's almost like moral support. And if anything, mostly moral support, like knowing that I got 3 guys there that I really respect, I really appreciate, and to make sure that I can't disappoint them.
Yeah, drastically, I think.
He doesn't crash down hard now.
I feel like now, I think dab. You know what, from the first round, and no explosiveness. You know your mind is telling you something.
Yeah, your body's saying, nah, can't do that. Yeah.
Such a bag. That's the way I do it.
You need some, like, still eat a bit. You still got a few days.
I think the biggest challenge was the weight cut, because the only difference between this fight and the other fights I've had before was that I had to drop an extra 5 kg in a sense. And for me, that was the hardest part of the camp, the weight cut part, having to lose weight, having to go into training, cramping up because my body was not coping well with the weight cut. And yeah, it was new to me. And it was I think that part of the training camp was the only part that really was challenging.
On there, put a shot to sleep. How do you put a shot to sleep? You play with your belly, and you play with your chest, and you fuzzy, and you feel big, and that's different. So I got the shot for tonight, but I got you have kind of comment. Listen, imagine what James brought. You were eating by the fucking shot. No. Oh, you want to hear this? No, forget that. You want to hear this? Well, my thought was a good idea too. I said, y'all don't care about me.
Do it for the bottom first. Do it for the bottom.
Me, man, our wife. That's a good idea. I'm telling her to get him to the jail. The type of person that is interested in collecting comments.
You have shit yet?
Whoa. Like that, I don't want to say what kind of person.
What do you think the scene body of it?
Weight cuts. Yeah, man, it just separates the boys from the men, I guess. But it's something that with time, as the sports evolved, people have started doing it, and it's like you have to keep up now. If you don't, yeah, you're gonna feel it in the fight. Like Sabir, before this fight, he fought at bantamweight, and I told him, like, going forward, we have to change that. We have to go down. We have to fight at flyweight. It's not. You're talking about going pro. You have to do things like a professional. You can't be fighting at bantamweight. It's all good now, amateur, but at professional level, things change. One thing that I'm grateful for now is that I wasn't cutting weight that day, because if I was cutting weight, I wouldn't have been there for them.
I'm telling you, I should have beaten them, but you know, I got tired, bro. I felt like, you know. But my first weight cut was tough, but the fight I felt good. I'm not gonna lie, fully on point. How much you got left?
I don't know. I reckon I've done 0.5, 0.4. So I've probably got another 0.6. Just covered me. Nearly 18 plus. 18 plus. Oh shit, they haven't seen it up.
No, go that way, go that way. I got this side, I got this side.
Oh, okay. The CT watch that.
Huh?
What are you saying with the towel?
Drop it a bit, just really too high, bro.
Oh, he's nearly there, 57.3. Woo!
Basically, flyweight.
I know what you're gonna have. You're supposed to be coming low end.
Yeah, 7.3.
Yeah, the support, yeah, was nothing like. I don't think there's any show in the world that has that much Somali supporters. Like it's like a concert, like the way people are going crazy for free fighters. You know, I don't think the English, even like in the UK cards, in Cage Warriors or what other platforms, if they have a card full of English fighters, it wouldn't be as loud as ours. You know what I mean? The reception we got. When it comes to pressure, it wasn't really much pressure, but I told myself not to enjoy it too much, because there is a job to be done, and the job is a violent job. So I've got to stay focused, otherwise I can get hurt. You know, regardless of how many people there are in an arena, it can be 10 people or 50,000. I realize the job is still the same. I have to make sure I get it done. It was lovely, you know. For me, I don't think I ever fought in a crowd like that where they all came because of the three Mali fighters on the same show. First of all, what made it even better is because we all trained together. So all of us getting ready for an experience together and speaking about it and just looking forward to it. We all sold tickets and we knew that even if I sold 10, someone sold 100, it's gonna be, that basically means 110 people are gonna be there for me as well. You know what I mean? So even though no matter how many tickets I sell, it's gonna be the other tickets are gonna be contributed to my support. So in the sense of getting ready for that beforehand, I was excited. I went through a lot of podcasts, a lot of different platforms to speak on it and try and get as much buzz and hype for it as possible. And I didn't really acknowledge how big it was until I was able to step out just before my fight and see it and hear it myself. I was really telling myself two things. One thing was not to let it get to me, not to make me overconfident, because I love performing. I think fighting is all about performing and entertaining people. So I had to be in two minds in the sense of I had to make sure I be entertaining, like give a little personality to the walkout, but at the same time not let it get to my mental. Not let me get too cocky, too overconfident, because I knew that in moments I'm gonna have to throw hands for someone that's there to take me out in a sense. So it was deafening, like, but I created a wall around my body almost to say, like, don't, like, remember you got a job, do not let it get to you, do not let the pressure get to you. And even though it only would give me more confidence, but I had to make sure being overconfident can also be a downfall for anyone. So it's really hard to take the moment in at that moment, because, you know, if I was maybe an artist going out to sing, then yeah, I can do that. But when you're fighting, you really can't have that in your head. So the only time I really took it in was the final, when the final bell went, and then I went back to enjoying myself. I can finally enjoy myself because the job is done. Literally, that's the moment I really embraced the crowd, took the flag, went to the camera, spoke a little message on the camera, you know, jumped on the cage, you know, really embracing the moment, really embraces the environment. And I feel like that's how it should be done. Like before the fight, it can be almost a rookie mistake if you do that. Celebrate too early, you know what I mean? You can never do that in a fight. So once I got the job done, that is when I can embrace the crowd and really take everything in.
Hey, Daniel, I'm sorry, no, I'm sorry.
It was a big shot. And you throw more of them, you would have broken down.
Alright, give me a big cheer, yeah? 3, 2, 1, come on!
So representation. Yeah, growing up I didn't see none of it. I'll be real, especially in the combat sports. But as I got older, I saw us kind of shining different platforms. You can be in media, it can be in high-level jobs. Like I've met a lot of doctors and teachers. But however, none in sports at all. The only time I really the only time I really realised that I was representing my people in a great way was when after my fights were getting televised and shown on YouTube and whatnot. The support I was getting, it showed me that this really means a lot to a lot of people. Just me going out there, holding my flag, and just being myself almost, made people's days, even weeks, and made people proud that they're from the same place that I'm from. And since then, it really grew. Like my love for being able to represent the people that people that are from the same place that I am, you know, and being able to do something that they can show to their friends and their parents and even their kids, say, look, there's someone that's just like you and me, that's doing something on a big stage, because our blue flag has not, I don't think, ever been on that stage before. You know, with me and Muhi, like really trying to run with it, in the sense of trying to make sure that we take as far as we can and making as many people as proud as we can. And our community is quite small as well, quite close knit, and so, you know, everyone knows everyone almost, especially in our community, and to impact so many people. And most of these people are personal to me. Most people are really close to me, and for me, that means the world to me. So, as much as I enjoy just being myself, it meant that people like enjoyed being Somali because they saw me just doing what I love to do.
Yo, my brothers, why don't... Yo, guys, come. Yo, guys, come. Yo, one for the love, Sabir. One for Sabir, come on. Yo, my brothers. Yeah, coming. Bro. She continue. Oh, she continue. Shika. Hold the bumper so it doesn't fly. Yeah, hold it. Doesn't know Chimini, man. Chimini, yeah.
It was obviously an intense 8 weeks leading up to that fight, but when it was all said and done, you know, I think maybe 4 days or 3 days later, the buzz just went down. Like the feeling went away. You want something more. You know what I mean? It's like this is normal. You know, this is nothing to almost gloat or to dwell about. It's a job. You know what I mean? In your lifetime, especially in the fighter's lifetime, you have a lot of jobs. In a pro career, you're gonna have 30 in total. And amateurs might have up to 50. And that's a lot of jobs, you know, so this is one of them. For me, after a few days, people forget, you know, you have great moments in sports, but this sport has a short-term memory. You get it done, and you move on to something else. Otherwise, you get forgotten about. If I were to stay inactive for another, I don't know, 3 years in MMA, I'll be unranked in the rankings. You know what I mean? So it's all about just enjoying the moment when it happened, and then literally move on to preparing for another moment that's hopefully bigger than the one that was before.